Do you want to learn how to trade stocks, cryptos, and gold and silver? This is the channel for you. Thanks for coming today, guys. We'll try to get a little bit better lighting. Should be a little bit better right there. All right, guys. So today it's going to be about answering your questions. Questions from you guys about cryptocurrency, gold, silver. I know Bitcoin just spiked up like crazy. People might want to ask about that. And I got to get some new thumbnails. I'm going to get a thumbnail for like questions and answer sessions. Different thumbnails that have been on my mind. I've got to get to work on some of this stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing the next couple of days. And I have to make a Patreon video probably by tomorrow morning. Because we got a new Patreon member. We got two new Patreon members. And I got to update some stock information on there. I don't have a good one for questions and answers. But maybe I have something that could. We could talk about Shiba Inu. Let's talk Shiba Inu too, if anyone wants to know about that. Shiba Inu is up about 10% today. So questions and answer session. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Questions and answers.
Waiting for last month.
Bust out the old gold. I got to get another gold chain. All right, guys, let's go.
Or two between the United States and Iran, and now it turns out that those were just a smokescreen to lull them into a false sense of security. The 2-week deadline from a week ago that Trump was saying, that's now come out that was another tactic to buy time and strike them while they're off guard. How do you see this play out? Because there's a lot of subterfuge, there's a lot of deception, as you would expect in warfare. From your vantage point, from your computer modeling,
Green beans and eggs, yes.
Where do we go to next?
This is a question and answer session. We can talk about investments here if you have any questions about investing. I'm able to take this time right now. I put everything on hold. I put everything on pause. My writings, videos I was watching, so that I could answer questions about investing. Gold, silver. This time is for you. It's for us. It's very important. You've got to have brainstorming sessions. And I'm all for having food during the session. You guys can eat as well. But yes, we will talk about whatever you guys want to talk about today. Cryptocurrencies, gold, silver, stocks, CoreWeave stock. Okay, right now Bitcoin is at 105,000, 105. XRP is up quite nicely. XRP, $2.14. You should have made it a green bean and egg omelet. I wish. I'm trying to get cut. More cut so you can see the definition more. So, no rice, no carbohydrate. I've just been doing all protein and vegetables and fat. Any questions, guys? Questions from the audience concerning investments? Did you see how oil tanked? The oil tanker just tanked. Smart, smart. That's a good 20-cent dinner, so the rest can go towards crypto investing. Yeah. Exactly. Did you and gold and silver and stocks? Did you see the dude that he said he's living in his car so he can buy crypto? I saw this dude on TikTok. I didn't subscribe to him, but he's like, day 63, living in my car to buy more crypto. So I don't know what happened to this dude, but he's not going to make it that long. You can't live in your car for like a year, 2 years to buy more crypto. Eventually, you're going to get enough crypto and you'll say, I'll sell some of this and get a decent meal and a apartment, you know? You can't live in a car that long just to try to keep buying crypto and it's not going to be going up yet. This guy could be waiting in his car a long time. That's what I'm saying. He doofus off a cliff. He drove off a cliff? That's what happened to that dude? Well, we should have a moment of silence, but I don't have time for that. But that was a good TikToker, dude. He was all about cryptocurrencies. No longer with us anymore, but his legacy will live on. We're up to 2,839 subscribers. I got to pass the 3,000 mark. It's nothing if you don't, the first YouTube channel I had, we made it to about 2,200, and then I got banned. Now we're at 2,800. So 3,000 is going to be nice, but the real number I'm looking for is 10,000. $10,000 subscribers. That's going to be a good number. Calcium. Yeah, so that guy drove off a cliff, huh? That's nuts. I didn't know anything about that, but that's too bad. Silver, though, right now, the price of silver is $36. Silver fell today to $35.60. And I was like, what? And it went straight down. Look at the chart, guys, for silver. 36.02. Live silver price. This is what happened today. All the way down here. 35.60 right there. So we already came back up 40 cents. 40 cents. Just. Let's take a look at the bigger picture, guys. Here we go. Silver. Cup and handle. See the cup? Perfect. Now we got the handle. And then the silver is going to break out. Boom. Somewhere's up here. Whenever you got a cup and a handle, always a big breakout. So silver is ready to break out. We're talking about earth-shattering events here. Silver going to a new record high above $49 per ounce. This is going to be absolutely astonishing. And you guys are all here, and we're going to experience $50+ silver together. And I'm very happy that I'm with you guys. So, is that your hair follicle chart, bro? Well, I wish, because it's going higher. Silver is going higher, guys. We can make money. This is some serious stuff, dude. You probably don't even invest. And just like you probably don't even lift either. Do you think the ceasefire will hold? No. No, I don't. No. I think that it will calm down, and it's going to seem like it's going to hold. And they're just getting people, they're assuming that the markets are going to get positioned for safety, recovery, and then the ceasefire is going to break, and then it's going to be all hell breaks loose again, probably in a couple of months. And then everybody's going to be shocked, and then it's going to be mayhem, absolute mayhem. So no, I don't think the ceasefire is going to hold, but it's going to for a little bit. It's going to for a little bit. That's what I think. Protein. Eggs and steak is like some of the best protein that can boost your testosterone, because they've got saturated fats, and they got like omega. Eggs have omega fats too. They have cholesterol. So eggs and steak can jack up your test and help you get more muscle. For real. Eggs and steak. Also, asparagus is very good. And horny goat weed is good too. So yeah, dude, we're all screwed. I gotta get as much protein as I can, guys. Today, I did some push-ups. I did about 4 sets of pull-ups. And I did hill sprints. I did 3 hill sprints up the biggest hill. And I believe that hill sprints will turn on the growth mechanism and the healing and recovery mechanisms, growth hormone, and it can help, you know, with recompositioning your body, your fat and your muscle. So hill sprints are one of the best things. I ate mustard and oats for dinner. 2 cups oats, 1 cup mustard, and microwave on high for 5 minutes. You gotta be so freaking broke to eat oats and mustard. Or maybe you like that. Dude, that's sick. Freaking Silver's at 36.10 right now. Silver's moving, guys. Silver's moving. I wish it was my hair follicle chart. I'd be growing a lot of hair then. Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are attempting to get rich. It looks like silver is trying to shake people out right now. This is crazy what's happening right now with silver. This is the real battle. The battle is being fought right now. Silver is either going to, if it breaks down here, it's going to go bad, but it could break to the upside too. We know silver is going to go up, but we just don't know if it's going to be right now. It could be right now. And guess what? I loaded up on silver. I hope it goes up. Is this going to be the breakout that takes us above 50? It sure looks that way. Silver it's showing a lot of resilience right here. It might be ready to go up, make that next move within possibly even a few days to make that next move up to about 40 or 42 bucks for silver. Then we rock over 50. That's where the real money is. A lot of investors, paper hands. Paper. A lot of investors are selling silver right now. They're selling silver. And I believe this could be the mistake of a generation, to be selling silver right now. A lot of people are saying, oh, we're finally back up to 36 bucks. I really need the money, and silver hasn't done anything. It's never going to go to a new all-time high. And they're selling it. And we could have a new all-time high in 6 months from now. This is crazy, guys. If you're not a holder of silver, think about buying some silver. How much silver have you invested in, bro? Doesn't matter. I don't need to tell you for one, but it actually does not matter how much I have. But I'll tell you this, I'm willing to take high risk for high reward. Okay? And what matters is how much you have. Because every $100 you put into silver, it's going to probably turn into 300. Every 1,000 you put into silver is going to turn into 3,000. So how much money do you have in silver? Hopefully you've got over 3,000. Because then you're going to be making at least 9,000. So hopefully you got more silver. It's not too late to buy it either. Gotta load up on silver. I'm sure a lot of silver investors are holding their breath right now. They think it's going to drop back down to 35. It might. I have 40 troy ounces currently, probably not as much as you or the chat. It doesn't matter if you have as much as me. It doesn't matter. I have my own plans and to do with mine when I sell it, and it's separate from you. It's not, but I'll tell you this. Okay? I have the silver that I have. You have what you have. Yes, you don't have as much as me, probably. And it is true, this is true, that life is a competition. It really does matter how much silver you have. You want to have more than everybody else. You want to have more than everybody in your town, so that when it goes up, you're going to have more money than everybody in your town. Silver is directly convertible to the US dollar after silver skyrockets. So yes, life, it is a competition in all aspects of life. Even trying to get a woman, if she's really beautiful, there's gonna be a lot of guys you're competing with. Okay? Same thing with getting into college, getting into programs for radiation therapy or to be a doctor. You're looking at major competition in every aspect of life, okay? So it is a competition, but don't necessarily compare yourself and your silver holdings to mine, because that's going to make you feel bad for one. You just look at your silver and just think of how you can go about adding more to it. As long as silver is, certainly as long as silver is under 42, buy it. I'm going to keep buying silver probably until it hits 50. And at that point, I will be looking to liquidate if we hit about 65 bucks. And then silver's going to go down for a little bit. But then it's going to go up even higher, over $100 an ounce. Real estate goes up in value a lot, but there hasn't been a real estate crash since 2008. And real estate prices are way overinflated. And right now in the market, there's more sellers than buyers by over 400,000. Okay? So right now, real estate does not look good to me. It looks like a market that's being artificially pumped up. In my opinion, real estate is not a good investment right now. I think there will be a better time to buy a real estate. Yes, real estate always seems to make sense. You know, you can buy a property and rent out the other side, you know. But when prices are extremely high, that puts more risk on the person that's borrowing all that money for that house, because there could be things that go wrong in addition to higher cost of payments, because you're going to be paying hundreds of thousands of dollars now. My one buddy bought a house for 100 grand, and now it's worth over 200 grand just a few years later. So there's a housing bubble. Okay? I bought 20 years ago. I agree the market has changed. Yeah. If you were able to buy a house 20 years ago, you know, you wouldn't have become rich but you would have kept up with inflation. If you bought a house 20 years ago, you would have probably kept up with inflation, you know, or beat it. Probably beat it too. $12 houses. It's a lot of houses. Do I recommend investing in firearms? Yes. I like the Benelli M4 or the Remington Model 970, or, you know, just a typical old AK-47 or an AR-15 with a scope is good for me, or a Spaz 12 automatic shotgun, or an AA-12. There's a lot of guns you should have for your home to defend your money. If you have your gold at your home, you want to have guns. If you have a lot of food, you want to be able to defend that food. If worse comes to worse, it could. You want to be prepared for any situation. Okay? But everybody should have a firearm that's legally allowed to, you know. So yes, definitely firearms are one of my top priorities. Drop out. Look at that. Pretty cool. I'm not going to talk about that, buddy. I don't have any weapons. No weapons. Okay, I don't have any guns. So, do you guys have any questions about investing? Where's your butterfly knife? Butterfly knife is always here. This has been with this channel from the very beginning. I started this channel over 2 years ago now, probably 2.5 or more years. And this has been with us from probably from the very first video or first couple of videos. And I lost some screws and the tip broke off. Imagine that, breaking off your tip. That's something you don't want to have happen to you. But I've dropped this knife over 1,000 times. Still holds up good. So the prices have gone higher though. Prices on everything are way, way up. But eggs just came down to $3.50 a dozen here. So I'm pretty happy about eggs. Eggs are only $3.50 a dozen. This guy hoards guns. People, you know what? People that have guns usually have gold and silver too, but not all of them. I know people that have gotten into guns and they don't really have much desire to have gold and silver. They would just rather buy more guns. So everybody is different. Everybody's unique, but you should think about having some. I think he already has some gold and silver, but yes. What's your next penny stock? I already bought Realbotics. Okay, dude. Realbotics is staying pretty strong right now. So last I looked, it was 2.799, so almost 28 cents. The last I looked. So Realbotics is strong. There is the possibility that it could go down. Another penny stock right now. Penny stocks are very risky in this high interest rate environment. Remember the last time penny stocks did good? It was like in 2021, okay? So now is not necessarily the time for like high risk penny stocks, and I don't see any that I really like. I was looking at AMC. I mean, I really don't like that much. I was looking at that space one, SPCE. I don't like that much. There's no penny stocks other than penny gold and silver stocks. There's Outcrop, OCGSF. I really like that one. OCGSF. That's up about 8% today. I mean, yeah, that's a penny stock that I like. It's 17 cents. Outcrop Silver and Gold, OCGSF. So ChargePoint, no. ChargePoint does well, and I've always known this because I experienced it. I had Plug Power. I owned Plug Power, and the thing went up to like $30 though. But ChargePoint, same exact stock, same exact thing. You need the low interest rates because low interest rates are just so good for penny stocks. Because every investor assumes that they're able to refinance old debt for lower rates because these penny stocks have a lot of debt. Penny stocks just do much better in a low interest rate environment, just like 2021. So it's not time for ChargePoint. Let me look up. It's not time. Let me look it up. I don't even know what that one was. Like under $1. Because you got ChargePoint, Blink, and Plug Power. And there's also other companies too. But ChargePoint is 68 cents. And the thing is, it's just, they could do a reverse split and then you could look on Yahoo Finance and see if they have a reverse split coming up. Sometimes they tell you before, they're supposed to tell you. But they always tell you to avoid legal issues, but they don't always tell you very directly. But there could be a reverse split in charge point. But at the same time, it looks like it's formed a bottom here around 60, 57 cents. Just based on the 1-year chart, I would be like, yeah, I like that. I want to buy some charge point. But if you look at the 3-year, it's a much more negative, devastating picture. Okay? And you have to look at the financials, that the knowledge that we do have regarding these stocks, and the revenue was actually down in 2025. The revenue was charge point was down, and the EBITDA, well, the thing is, it's not the environment. These stocks right now, like charge point, they're gonna pop up and get you all excited, and they will suck you in, because then when they're coming down, you'll think it'll pop up again, and sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. They're just, yeah, you have to have a better environment. When it's time to buy charge point, I've always said this, guys, when it's time to buy charge point, Plug Power, and Blink, I will tell the Patreon members first, okay? You need a completely different environment for penny stocks. The time now is to be conservative. It's not just to buy tons of different penny stocks. Yes, we have, on this channel, we have Realbotics, XBOTF, which is possibly going to be a crazy penny stock. I only bought it because it's basically the only one of its kind that makes a female companion robot doll that they're actually selling. You can actually buy these, and the technology is way better than anything else that's on the market, okay? As far as a realistic humanoid robot. That's why I bought that stock. It's very high risk, okay? Yes, we have Realbotics, but we could end up losing half our money, okay? For real. It's at 28 cents. It might go down to 7 cents. I got to level with you, buddy. It could go down to 7 cents. I only got a couple $1,000s in it. So it's a high risk play. A couple grand I put in. You know, if it goes up, I might make 8 or 10 grand or more. And if it goes down, I could lose $1,000 or more. You have to be willing to take that risk. It has a high risk to reward ratio. Very high risk, very high reward. But no, I do not have a degree. I've been trading and studying stocks and cryptocurrencies for a long time. I started investing in about 1999, 2000. My first investment ever was silver coins. And I made approximately 9x on some of those coins when I sold. Okay? So I was a newbie, but I was making good money. And then I've also made a lot of money on a lot of penny stocks. And I'm telling you, I've been working 50 hours a week. I haven't had that much time also to check out various penny stocks. I look at the ones on my watch list, I look at a few others, and I don't see anything that is worth telling you guys about other than Realbotics. Because like I said, Realbotics is the only one of its kind. It has the power to generate a lot of hype. As soon as these, yes. What college did you go for? I haven't gone to college because I just knew it was so expensive, and the government subsidizes the student loans, so the prices go sky high. And for me, it's not a good value. I don't think college is a good value. Unless you're doing just like a community college thing to earn an associate's and start making good money in a medical field or something like that. It's not a good value to go to college today. So I decided just to go to work, just start reading tons of books and making money and start investing, just to learn the old-fashioned way, just by doing, making these different investments and finding out how they worked. How much money have you made in trading your lifetime of trading? Well, I don't say, and I don't even know the exact number that I've made. And how many shares of all these different companies I've owned. But like I say, what's important is yourself. What's important is always to look within and see about your own trading, how to trade better. Do you own property? Yes, I bought this house from trading stocks. And we have a Patreon where I try to get people to join the Patreon. And I talk about stocks over there. It's $10 a month. Not financial advice. So, but yes, I'm curious. What are the futures doing right now? Let's look at the markets right now. Well, just up a little bit. Gold is down today about $16. Silver is flat. I've been seeing silver up on a lot of days when gold is down. Silver is like staying really strong here. Might be a tell. It's telling us what's to come. Silver's going to show a lot of strength up here soon. I think that's a tell. But you never know. You have to wait and see. And platinum is certainly a tell. It is giving away something. That's for sure. Major interest in the precious metals is beginning. And it is, are you technically giving financial advice? No. Platinum is $12.93. And I was telling you guys to buy platinum at $900. Telling the Patreon members at $900 platinum was a bargain. And now it's up $400. So all my Patreon members know that I was buying platinum. So guys, let's go. Let's go. This is real money here. It takes time to make it though. You got to be willing to buy that asset and then just sit on it. With platinum and silver and gold, these are good things to sit on though. You just have to buy it and just forget about it. You're telling people what to buy. That's financial advice. No, I tell people what I buy. So I buy gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, and stocks. My main penny stock play is Realbotics, XBOTF. And my viewers can do what they want. They can buy what they want. But the stocks that I talk about are doing very well. All these precious metal stocks. And I've been telling people to buy precious metal stocks for a very long time. And we are doing very well. And I've been recommending silver for a long time. And guess what? Silver's doing really well. So this is absolutely amazing. And Bitcoin is actually doing well too. And I got out of crypto in last December because I knew it was going down. It did go down. And now I'm buying it again. I'm buying crypto again, guys. I think this is the time to load up. I believe it. I'm starting to load up on crypto again. So we're going to have to wait and see. But at the same time, Bitcoin needs to make a major reversal right now. Because I'll show you the chart. It looks very scary for Bitcoin holders, okay? So here is the nice rounded off top. If you didn't know, here's the last one. Nice rounded off top. And then down. It's rounded off top. But look what happened here. After we made this, we had this crash here and then it pulled back up. So we're having a crash here and it's kind of pulling back up. So we might pull back up and then come down. And I'll show you why I believe that. Look at these. Even this one up here. Each one is less high. This one, this one, this one. But this one right here, look right there. It's almost, this one right here is up to this line. That's very key right here. But it did not go above this last high. So this is bad. This is not good. So I do think that it's possible we could come down lower. Okay. We could trend sideways for a little bit, just like up here, and then come down. Go sideways a little bit, come down to this level. So very scary right now with Bitcoin. It's like we're at a key level right now. If it starts to drop, it could really drop under 100K again very, very quickly. So be careful, guys, whatever you're doing. So you were telling people what to buy. No, I just tell people what I buy. Thank you, though. Thank you for the comments. You're our top commenter. I appreciate that. So Bitcoin 104 right now. 104. What's going to happen, guys? I don't know. I don't know. Here, check out Bitcoin right now. It looks like a bull flag. Looks like we could shoot up even higher. That's what we need to do. Ooh, it's really coming down now. We need to go above here. So we need to shoot up over here. Go above this line right here. So technically speaking, Bitcoin is breaking down right now unless we can see some more strength, okay? So I work with the SEC's Division of Enforcement. I've archived your financial transcripts. Excellent, excellent. That's good. If you're a true lawyer, heard on another channel that you were, but lost your license. Yeah. So yes, we don't give financial advice here. I say in every video, no financial advice. But we do talk about the markets, and I tell you what I'm buying and when I'm buying it. Right now, I'm buying silver. I think silver is a great investment. But you never know with the markets. It could go to zero. No, I don't think it's going to zero. And just right now, Bitcoin looks very, very scary, guys. We need to see some more bullish action right now, or Bitcoin is cooked. Bitcoin's going to be cooked. Just look at this. Down, down, down. This one came all the way back up. So if it went down, that would be devastating. Boom. Be a huge drop. I don't know what's going to happen if Bitcoin drops. What's the key level? What's the key level that we need to hold? We have to hold for Bitcoin. There's definitely a lot of support around 99,000, and that's probably why it stopped at 99,000. So it's kind of going to be cracking away at that support level, 99,000, cracking away at it. And if it breaks below 99,000, it could just be extremely volatile. It could be highly volatile. But then if we go below about 95,000, then maybe we could fall more. We'll have to see. If Bitcoin drops, this is going to be a process. It's not going to happen in one day, but it could happen quickly if it does decide to drop. So let's check out the price of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. Full disclaimer, I do own Shiba Inu. 40115. So Shiba Inu is actually up. It's up 8% today. So that's not bad at all, 8%. But it's up off of the bottom of the dip. The question is, can Shiba Inu dip even lower? I think, yes. I think it's possible that Shiba Inu could go to 505. We have no way of knowing if this is going to happen. This is what I think could happen. And if it does, that's going to be where I'm loading up and buying more Shiba Inu. Dixon, do you pay your taxes on all these ventures and investments? Yeah. I gotta just delete this guy because it's not worth having people that are like that. But yes, I did my taxes on my crypto, and she was surprised because she said most people lose money on crypto. And I said, all these people that are losing money on crypto, send them over to my Patreon, guys. I talk about some of the more intricate details of cryptocurrency, how to trade. It's $10 per month. If you want to join the Patreon, it's only $10 a month. And that would help support this channel as well. There's no guarantees that you're going to get rich or anything, but I talk about cryptos in more detail and where I'm putting my money. So, and some of the trades for the community. But yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. Cryptocurrencies. Shiba Inu is up today. Shiba Inu is up. So please join up with the Patreon, guys. That would really help me out the most. We actually have 2 new Patreon members. I'm still here. Keep talking, please. Keep incriminating. This guy again. Okay. Yes. Wonder if I could let him come back. I didn't mean to delete him forever, because he was actually like our top commenter. But yeah, he's not coming back anymore. I was trying to put him in. I should have put him in the timeout, but I messed up. I'm not really used to doing that. But yes, we have 2 new Patreon members, so thank you guys. So this is looking amazing. 2 new Patreon members. I couldn't be happier, guys. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of you for contributing and liking this video, helping to share this video. It means a lot to me. So, yeah, basically the markets have cooled off, and not much is going on anymore. 6 tons of copper. Should I sell it or hold it? 6 tons of copper? This is really good. I think that it depends, dude. It depends on, are you paying for storage for it? How much are you paying for storage? Is it getting any damage on it, like moisture damage or anything like that? Can you just store it there indefinitely? Do you have a buyer for it right now? And what's he willing to pay? Because a buyer could be, well, a buyer shouldn't be that hard to find. So yeah, I don't know what you should do with it, dude. But I could help you figure it out, but you'd have to tell me more information, and then I would of course need my cut. I would have to get 1 ton of copper for free for advising you what to do with your investment. So, but that's not for a real financial advice, though. It's just a friendly advice. So for that other guy that's probably still watching. So guys, yes, we got to get serious though. How much silver do you have in your portfolio? How much Shiba Inu do you have in your portfolio? A lot of you guys think that life is just a joke. I don't have to save money. I can just buy freaking ice cream. I can buy an Audi. I could buy a freaking muscle car with a V8, or that I don't really need. I can go to Disneyland and blow a whole bunch of money on there and stupid stuff. I can go eat pizzas and order out and get chicken wings, and chicken wings cost like $1 a wing now. It's an absolute ripoff. And you guys think you're so smart, but how much Shiba Inu do you actually have? That'll tell me what your IQ level is. How much Shiba Inu do you own? How much silver do you own? That'll tell me what your IQ is. You know what my IQ is? It's a high Q. All right? It means it's higher than yours. So yeah. We're blowing away the competition, guys. 29,000 followers on TikTok now. and it's attracting new Patreon members. Guys, I would really like more Patreon members to join now. 7 or green beans and eggs, folks. Wings, green beans, and eggs. Shit, dude. Eggs are cheap. They're only about $3.50 a dozen. And you can eat a dozen a day. That's only $3.50 a day. And then 2 cans of green beans, that's each can's about $2. So you're talking about $4. You're talking $7.50 a day. That's all you need. I eat 2 meals. A can of green beans and 6 scrambled eggs and olive oil. That's what I eat. And I have that twice a day, and it's helped me get ripped. I'm going to be ripped. And then I'm going to come on here and show my 6-pack, and you'll be like, you're going to be like, what? So I'm getting ripped, guys. You haven't seen the whole package yet. I was just training today. I was doing hardcore training. Okay? You guys are going to see the muscle. I'm going to get built. I'm going to be built. You should try beans, broccoli, and eggs. Yes, I have done kidney beans, broccoli, and eggs. Or green beans, broccoli, and eggs. Yeah. But I would never do brown beans. I don't like that. Those are sick. That's disgusting. But yeah, you guys got to get serious about your investing. I see that one of you did become a subscriber. We got a new subscriber, 2,840 subscribers now. So, but you still got to get way more serious than that. You got to start to save in assets. We're talking silver coins. They're going to go up in value. You got to be part of this, okay? You can be part of this. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a ride. All you got to do is buy silver and hold it. And then when it goes up, then you buy what you want to buy. You pay off your debt. When my silver goes up, I'm going to try to buy a house or buy a property, okay? You got to have a greater plan in your own life. You got to have a greater plan. I tried to fill my gut so at work I can take a 2-hour dump. Yeah, that's always good. Unfortunately, at my job, I can't do that. If I go take a 2-hour dump to relieve myself, people are going to wonder where I am. If I'm gone more than about 7 minutes, people are going to wonder where I am. Because I'm needed extremely badly all the time. So I can't go for too long. I just got to go and take a dump for like 35, 40 seconds. Just get it out of me. And then I have to basically sprint back and start flipping burgers again. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We got 5 viewers in here. That's better than nothing. So, thanks for being better than nothing. That's good. Creatine's kicking in, guys. The creatine's kicking in. I mean, in reality, I could get a dang good pump if I wanted to. But I really just do a couple sets of push-ups, couple sets of 4 sets of pull-ups. If I wanted to like really do chest and back, I could get pretty pumped up. I could be jacked. What do you think of Ethereum? A lot of people, I mean, Ethereum at this point, it's beyond critical mass. It's not going to go down to 0. But it's a blockchain that's, you know, it's not very good. It's hard to build on. They have to pay people to build on it. It's just, it's junk. It's crap. But let's look at the price. In crypto, it does not matter if something is good or bad or garbage. It's like ICP. ICP is the only real crypto. That should be worth $1,000 a coin. So that should tell you that the whole cryptoverse is upside down. We have garbage that's worth money, and the good stuff, ICP, is worth hardly anything. But Ethereum, let me tell you what I think about Ethereum. So the price, but it looks to be dropping right now. Main support levels are at around 1,200, 1,000, 1,500, and right now we're at 24. So we do potentially have a long way to fall down to get down to those support levels if we are going into a bear market, which we might be. But this is a risky game. So if you're going to hold ETH, you're going to hold it. And I can't tell you not. I do not hold Ethereum. It looks like the price is going to come down again and challenge that 1,650 level. And if it might go below 1,650. I, for one, I hope crypto goes higher because I own a few $1,000s of crypto. But I'm prepared in case it goes down. Because if it goes down, I'm going to buy more crypto. If it goes up, I'm going to sell it. So either way, I'm going to win. So whatever Ethereum does, I don't care. If it goes down, I'll be buying crypto. And if it goes higher, then I'll be selling. I could not care less what Ethereum does. But I believe it could go lower here. And because to me, Bitcoin, all the cryptos are going to follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like it might break down. It looks kind of bad. Like Bitcoin could really go down soon. But let's wait and see. I'm not making any predictions. I have a sword made of 100% silver that I won from work in a contest. It has some hefty weight. 7 pounds or more. What is that in silver weight? Damn, that's a lot of money, dude. Let me see. It's about 84 ounces of silver times 84 times 36. That seems like it should be over $3,000. 84 ounces of silver. You got 4 ounces in a pound. You said it was 7 pounds. All right. So what's your favorite bar? If you really want to know what my favorite candy bar is, thanks for the question, I guess. But it's going to be a Snickers. It's going to be a Snickers. And I would actually prefer ice cream Snickers too. But I haven't eaten one of those in over 20 years. All I do now is eat healthy. And there's no possible way that I will ever eat unhealthy again. You could put a Snickers bar right in front of me and I'll take a bite and I'll puke it out. I'll spit it out. All right. I think Bitcoin will make another all-time high, then the bear market will start. Well, it just did. It just did. Brother, Bitcoin just did make another all-time high at like 110,000. You think it's going to hit another one? You're just praying. Usually when people want to sell, they are not given the opportunities. You're going to hope that there's another opportunity to sell. And it might not come. That's just how the markets work. That's how the market makers make the markets work. They're fully controlled and manipulated. You know, they might not give you that opportunity. They might not pop up Bitcoin again. They just did. And they just did again today. It just popped up again to 105. And it looks like it might fall apart. Bitcoin might fall apart. It was dropping so rapidly. And then it just popped up so rapidly. A quick gain on the price of Bitcoin right now, that could vanish. Just as quickly as Bitcoin went up almost 7,000 points, that could completely vanish. And we could be down 9,000 in 2 days, you know? So for myself, I'm just not heavily invested in crypto right now. Like I said, I got a few grand. I am not heavily invested in crypto. But I have enough Shiba Inu that I know I'm not going to miss out if Shiba Inu jumps, if Shiba Inu triples or quadruples or goes to 10x, or if it goes to $1, I'm going to make money. I'm going to make sure I have the cryptos that I really want. We're going into a period now where the only crypto in your portfolio should be your absolute best favorite ones, you know, and just hold cash. Cash is king, okay? Trust me, you're gonna want that cash when Bitcoin goes down to 45,000. You'll be like, "Where's my? I wish I had my cash. I wish I sold." Because you're gonna be like, "Bitcoin at 45,000. This is the bargain of a lifetime." And you'll be like, "I wish I sold. Now I could buy it." But I'm not praying. Bitcoin held so strong though. All this war drama. Yeah, it was breaking down. We only bounced back today because there's supposedly a resolution. There's gonna be a ceasefire. So that's the only reason the markets rallied. All the markets were up today. Not just Bitcoin, not that that matters, but all the markets were higher. So we could see this thing drop right back down. It could drop right back down. Because that's what it does every time. Okay? But just look. Just lately, it's been in a sell-off pattern. So every time it drops down, or it pops up, down, up, back down, up. So you'd think we'd be moving back down again. Let's see these movements in here. Everyone's lower. Everyone's lower. But this one's higher. Could be a signal that it's turning bullish again. That is a bullish tell. It's a bullish signal, but it doesn't not necessarily mean that Bitcoin's going to go back over 110. You know, you could see many bullish signals and bearish signals in the same chart. That's why charting is not an exact science, okay? You have to put a lot of your intuition into this, and nobody can get it perfect 100% of the time. Nobody, okay? In your opinion, what's the best dividend stock you have? Probably Petro Brazil or Energy Transfer, or Ecopetrol. Yeah, look at the dividend on that one, Ecopetrol, EC. So I wouldn't say I have a best one, but I would say those three: Ecopetrol, Petro Brazil, and Energy Transfer, as well as Plains All American Pipeline. And there's other dividend stocks that have a smaller dividend that I like very well. You know, like Barrick Gold. It has a small dividend, but I really like it. For SHIB to go up, you need Bitcoin to hit another. Yes, that would do it. For SHIB to go up, would need Bitcoin to hit another all-time high. Yes, if Bitcoin hit a new all-time high, Shiba Inu will go up, but how much? It depends. It's not going to be enough because this market is not strong enough. Okay, you guys want the truth? This is not a strong market right now because the interest rates are too high, because of the uncertainty, because everybody's starting to know that there's a bubble. The housing market's in a bubble. They know that the higher the market gets, the higher the risk. Okay, and the economy is so bad. So yes, if Bitcoin hit another high, I would expect Shiba Inu would double, or it might triple. It depends what the insiders want to do. So it depends if they want to pump it that hard, you know. I firmly believe that they're going to pump the heck out of Shiba Inu, but it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen right now. Yes, my intuition is telling me that there is a likelihood that Shiba Inu could pop at any time. But I think my intuition is going to be wrong on that. I think Shiba Inu is going to go down, and we're going to stay down for a while. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But yes, for dividend stocks, I would say Petro Brazil. I would say you should probably be buying that one every month. Buy it once a month and just load up and never sell. Just collect the dividends for the rest of your life and reinvest and then sell covered calls. If you do that for the rest of your life, you'll probably end up pretty good at the end. You'll be able to give your son the stocks and he'll be able to live and do whatever he wants to do in his life and never have to work again. But you've got to do dividend reinvesting and you've got to put money in continuously every month. Just keep buying the stock, buying the stock. That's the beauty of dividend investing. They can really compound, okay? So yes, I believe Shiba Inu will skyrocket. Shiba Inu is going to skyrocket. Promise. Promise you guys. Shiba Inu. So, thank you guys for sticking around. All right? One person. Thank you for sticking here. So, we will talk more about Shiba Inu later. Next time I see you. Okay? And we should have some new news coming. So, be sure to tune back in, okay? So, thanks.